In a world where fame and fortune often go hand in hand with extravagant mansions, private jets, and designer wardrobes, imagine a reality where a person's worth isn't defined by the size of their bank account, but by the depth of their character. Yes, even in Hollywood, there are stars who trade the glitz and glamour for lives that are refreshingly down to earth. What drives these A-listers to choose simplicity over extravagance? Is it a deep-rooted belief in staying grounded, or simply a love for the ordinary? Whatever the reason, these relatable stars remind us that wealth isn't always measured in material possessions. From skipping the red carpet for a trip to the farmer's market, to living in homes that wouldn't look out of place in a cozy small town, these celebrities have chosen a lifestyle that's as quirky as it is inspiring. Their stories are a gentle reminder that no matter how shiny the spotlight, it's often the simplest joys that bring the most happiness. So get ready to smile as we take a peek into the lives of Hollywood's most relatable icons, proof that even the rich and famous can be just like us. Leonardo DiCaprio. The eco-conscious superstar. Imagine a man who has survived a sinking ship, battled a bear, and even danced with wolves, yet chooses to live a lifestyle that is refreshingly grounded. Enter Leonardo DiCaprio, a Hollywood heavyweight, with an impressive net worth of $300 million. It's quite an accomplishment for someone who famously played a character who let go of a perfectly good door in Titanic. A low-key lifestyle. With that kind of fortune, one might expect him to inhabit a mansion adorned in gold. Instead, DiCaprio prefers a low-key existence. He owns a stunning home in the prestigious Oriole Way compound in Los Angeles, which exudes class without being ostentatious. After all, why clutter life with a 20-car garage when you can opt for a few eco-friendly vehicles and a private island in Belize? Yes, you heard that right. He owns an island. But before you think of extravagance, remember it's dedicated to environmental conservation. The environmental warrior. Speaking of eco-consciousness, Leonardo DiCaprio is a passionate environmental activist. He leverages his wealth to promote sustainability, investing in green technologies, and supporting climate change initiatives. You could say he's the ultimate Save the Planet poster boy, proving that it's possible to be wealthy while caring deeply for Mother Earth. While some celebrities are preoccupied with the latest luxury handbags, DiCaprio is out there, saving polar bears and planting trees. A taste for eco-friendly luxury. When it comes to cars, DiCaprio boasts a collection that includes brands like Lamborghini, Ferrari, and Audi. However, he doesn't flaunt his wealth. You're unlikely to catch him revving his engine in a flashy parade. Instead, he might be cruising through town in an eco-friendly Tesla. His real estate portfolio is equally impressive, featuring properties worth millions. He has a knack for real estate, having sold his Malibu home for a whopping $10 million profit, showcasing his shrewdness in investments. It's almost like he's playing Monopoly, but instead of Boardwalk, he's acquiring eco-friendly properties that align with his values. A philanthropist at heart, DiCaprio's philanthropic efforts are nothing short of legendary. He has donated millions to various causes, including wildlife conservation and climate change initiatives, raising over $80 million for charity. You might call him the Robin Hood of Hollywood, always looking out for those in need. So while he may not be living in a gold-plated mansion or cruising around in the latest sports car, Leonardo DiCaprio leads a life that's rich in purpose, impact, and authenticity. In a world often fixated on materialism, his approach stands out as a beacon of what truly matters. In Hollywood, that kind of richness is worth more than all the Oscars in the world. Keanu Reeves. The humble heart of Hollywood. We've all fantasized about the extravagant life we'd lead if we struck it rich. But Keanu Reeves, a man with unimaginable wealth, chooses a path that's refreshingly grounded. The Canadian actor, famous for iconic roles in The Matrix and John Wick, boasts a net worth of $380 million as of 2024. From cult classics like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Speed, and Point Break, to the Matrix franchise, which alone earned him over $200 million, Reeves's career has been nothing short of legendary. Yet life hasn't always been kind to him. Reeves faced a challenging childhood, with his father leaving when he was just 3. Raised by his mother, he moved frequently, which fostered a sense of instability. Later in life, tragedy struck repeatedly. He lost his close friend River Phoenix to a drug overdose and endured the heartbreaking loss of his partner Jennifer Syme in a car accident following a miscarriage. These profound experiences shaped Reeves into a man of empathy and humility, valuing life and people over possessions, a lifestyle of modesty. Despite his staggering fortune, Reeves is celebrated for his unassuming way of life. He resides in a cozy apartment in Los Angeles instead of a sprawling mansion. While many celebrities parade their luxury lifestyles, Reeves finds joy in simplicity, rumored to share his space with a few houseplants, perhaps for philosophical musings about life. His choice of transportation mirrors this modesty. Instead of flashy supercars, Reeves drives a practical Honda Accord. However, his passion for motorcycles is an exception. As a co-founder of Arch Motorcycle, he channels his adventurous spirit into crafting custom bikes, a hobby that feels personal and meaningful rather than ostentatious. Stories that cement. His legend, Keanu Reeves' humility often shines in everyday moments. A now famous story tells of him patiently waiting outside in the rain for 2 friends before his own rap party for the film Daughter of God in 2014. A bouncer didn't recognize him, and Reeves never played the celebrity card. He didn't act like he had money, the club owner later admitted, a testament to his down-to-earth demeanor. Reeves is equally famous for acts of quiet generosity. He has donated millions to children's hospitals and cancer research, often without publicizing his philanthropy. During The Matrix, he shared a significant portion of his earnings with the film's crew, ensuring they were fairly compensated for their efforts. When asked about his wealth, Reeves humbly replied, "Money is the last thing I think about." This perspective, in an industry often obsessed with materialism, sets him apart. For Reeves, the joy of acting and collaborating with great artists outweighs financial rewards. The hero. We didn't expect Keanu. Reeves isn't just an actor. He's a reminder that true wealth lies in humility, kindness, and the impact we leave on others. In a world dazzled by fame and fortune, Reeves quietly proves that being rich in character is far more valuable than any number in a bank account. Ryan Reynolds, the humble A-lister. If you thought Hollywood stars had to choose between fame and humility, Ryan Reynolds is here to change your mind. This A-lister expertly balances a blockbuster career with a lifestyle so modest that you might catch him driving his kids to school in a minivan rather than a flashy Maserati. The numbers behind the starlets dive into the numbers. Ryan Reynolds boasts a remarkable net worth of $350 million thanks to massive hits like Deadpool and Free Guy, alongside some savvy investments. For instance, he co-owned Aviation Gin, which he sold for a staggering $610 million in 2020. You might expect such wealth to lead to a Bruce Wayne-like lifestyle, but Reynolds is more like the relatable guy next door, if that neighbor happened to be hilariously funny and incredibly good-looking. A down-to-earth approach. Despite his impressive bank account, Reynolds takes a surprisingly humble approach to life. He's not the type to spend lavishly on extravagant cars or private islands. Instead, you might see him cruising around in a family-friendly SUV, which is about as un-Hollywood as it gets. In interviews, he's joked about his confusion over how to spend his money, and honestly, we believe him. While other celebrities splurge on $100,000 watches, Reynolds focuses on ensuring his 3 daughters have a lifetime supply of dad jokes. Family life over fame. Ryan and his wife, Blake Lively, could easily inhabit a mansion so large it requires its own postal code. Instead, they've chosen a cozy, charming 3-bedroom home in a small town in Bedford, New York, which they purchased for $2.3 million. It's a lovely abode, but more like a family farmhouse than a celebrity compound. Eventually, they moved to a more spacious $5.7 million house still in Bedford, where they've created a life centered around family, privacy, and avoiding Hollywood's relentless hype. Reynolds has openly stated that he feels happiest when He's at home with his family, far removed from the limelight, personality and philanthropy. Reynolds' modesty isn't just about lifestyle. It's a reflection of who he is. He enjoys life's simple pleasures, like playfully trolling his wife on Instagram with hilarious birthday posts or sharing awkward throwback photos. When he's not busy being a movie star, he's making deadpan commercials for his company, Mint Mobile, often poking fun at his own fame and wealth. In one ad, he humorously noted that they managed to keep costs low by only spending $35 on the entire commercial. While Reynolds embodies a low-key lifestyle, he's also incredibly generous. He and Lively have donated millions to various causes, including food banks, COVID-19 relief efforts, and support for Indigenous communities in Canada. He prefers to keep his philanthropy out of the spotlight, focusing on helping where he can, all while maintaining his trademark wit and charm. The everyday superhero, so, while Ryan Reynolds may play superheroes and charming rogues on screen in real life, he's just a down-to-earth guy who'd rather crack a joke than open his wallet. Just when you thought Hollywood couldn't get any more grounded, there's a certain iconic star who has mastered the art of modesty so well that she makes thrift store chic look like high fashion. Jennifer Lawrence, Hollywood's down-to-earth darling in a world where Hollywood glitz and glam often steal the spotlight, Jennifer Lawrence stands as a refreshing exception. Known for her Oscar-winning talent and relatable charm, Lawrence has earned the title of America's sweetheart. But what truly sets her apart is her ability to stay grounded amidst the dazzling chaos of fame. Jennifer's rise to stardom was meteoric. From her breakthrough role in The Hunger Games to her Academy Award-winning performance in Silver Linings Playbook, she became one of the highest-paid actresses in Hollywood, amassing an impressive net worth of $160 million by her early 30s. But what makes Jennifer truly captivating isn't her wealth, it's her unwavering authenticity. Superstar who lives. Simply, after achieving fame, you might expect Jennifer to splurge on a sprawling mansion or indulgent luxuries. Instead, she chose to live in the same modest two-bedroom apartment she called home before stardom. Even when she eventually upgraded, it was to a charming, unassuming house in Beverly Hills, a home once owned by Jessica Simpson, but far from the opulence many of her peers embrace. And then there's the infamous couch story. After her Oscar win, Jennifer treated herself to a $25,000 sofa. While that might seem extravagant, in Hollywood terms, it's practically thrift shopping. She's joked that the sofa is the most luxurious thing she owns, and that just sitting on it makes her feel fancy. Her approach to cars is equally understated. While her contemporaries zip around in Ferraris and Lamborghinis, Jennifer was content driving a Volkswagen EOS before upgrading to a Chevrolet Volt, a plug-in hybrid that perfectly matches her eco-conscious, no-frills vibe. The girl next door. In high heels, Jennifer's unpretentious attitude extends to fashion too. She's been known to recycle outfits, an unthinkable move in Hollywood. Once, she wore the same dress to different events and laughed off the so-called scandal. She openly admits to feeling awkward on the red carpet, confessing that she'd rather be in sweatpants with her dog than in designer gowns. Her red carpet bloopers are the stuff of legend. Who can forget when she tripped at the Oscars? Not once, but twice. First, she fell while accepting her award, and then she tumbled on the red carpet the following year. Instead of brushing it off, Jennifer laughed at herself, winning fans over. With her ability to embrace her imperfections, IKEA furniture and real connections, despite her fortune, Jennifer Lawrence remains relatable in the most surprising ways. She shops at IKEA, assembling furniture herself, a task that's equal parts charming and hilarious when you imagine her struggling with an Allen wrench. But perhaps the most heartwarming aspect of Jennifer's personality is her dedication to giving back. Through the Jennifer Lawrence Foundation, she's donated millions to causes close to her heart, supporting organizations like the Boys and Girls Clubs of America and the Special Olympics. She's also a passionate advocate for gender equality, using her platform to address pay disparities in Hollywood. A genuine star while other celebrities are busy flaunting private islands or gold-plated iPhones, Jennifer Lawrence finds joy in the simple things, eating pizza in pajamas, spending time with family in her hometown of Louisville, Kentucky, and staying true to herself. Jennifer isn't just a Hollywood star. She's a reminder that you don't need extravagant displays of wealth to live a fulfilling life. She's proof that authenticity and humility can shine brighter than any diamond-studded gown. Whether she's on her Oscar-worthy sofa or the red carpet, Jennifer Lawrence embodies a refreshing revolution in Hollywood, staying real in a world that often forgets how. Robert Pattinson. The quirky heartthrob. Let's talk about the brooding heartthrob Robert Pattinson, who skyrocketed to fame as the sparkly vampire Edward Cullen in Twilight. With a chance to indulge in a life of luxury, think gold-plated mansions and rooms dedicated to hair products, he chose a path that is far more relatable and, at times, downright quirky. From stardom to individuality. When Twilight hit theaters, Pattinson became an overnight sensation, sending legions of fans, mostly teenage girls and their bemused parents, into a frenzy. With all that fame and fortune, you'd expect him to live like a vampire king, complete with a castle and a fleet of sleek sports cars. But ever the contrarian, Pattinson opted for an entirely different lifestyle, marked by charmingly oddball choices in both his career and personal life. As of 2024, Pattinson's net worth is estimated at a cool $100 million. His wealth, largely, stems from the hugely successful Twilight franchise, where his base salary for the later films was $25 million, plus a generous cut of the back-end revenue that brought his total to an astonishing $40 million per film. In 2011, he ranked 15th on Vanity Fair's Hollywood Top 40 with earnings of $27.5 million in 2010, and it was reported he earned $3 million for his role as the titular character in The Batman. A down-to-earth lifestyle, yet, despite these impressive figures, Pattinson hasn't let wealth inflate his ego. He drives a 2001 Chevy Silverado that he bought for just $2,100, a far cry from the luxury cars you might expect. One of the most endearing aspects of Robert Pattinson is his ability to not take himself too seriously. After Twilight, rather than jumping into a series of blockbuster films, he pursued smaller indie projects that strayed far from the mainstream. His living situation has been just as unconventional. He once lived in a tiny rented house in Hollywood that resembled a converted junkyard more than a luxurious abode. Described as a quasi-garbage dump, it had a hot tub that didn't work, AI-style pool that looked like a pond, and an overall vibe that screamed, "I'm rich, but who cares?" Pattinson has openly expressed his affection for this hideaway, valuing its seclusion from the spotlight, a theme that resonates throughout his life. When he did purchase a Spanish-style mini-mansion in Hollywood, it was for a relatively modest $6.3 million unique fashion sense. For a man who has graced the covers of countless fashion magazines, Pattinson's personal style is surprisingly unpretentious. He's often spotted in mismatched outfits that look as though he dressed in the dark, favoring beanies, old t-shirts, and unbuttoned plaid shirts. He's even been known to wear the same clothes for days on end. While other celebrities have stylists on speed dial, Pattinson seems perfectly content to roll out of bed and throw on whatever is closest, effortlessly cool in his own right. A relatable icon, if you think Robert Pattinson's version of modesty
is impressive. Just wait until you witness the Hollywood icon who is so down to earth that even his coffee is a humble blend. He embodies the idea that true wealth lies not in material possessions, but in living authentically and enjoying life's
simple pleasures. Hilary Swank. From humble beginnings to Hollywood. Hilary Swank is an actress who exemplifies the power of perseverance and humility, even after reaching the pinnacle of Hollywood success. With a staggering net worth of around $40 million,
this two-time Academy Award winner has earned her place in the spotlight through remarkable performances in films like Boys Don't Cry and $1 Million Baby. A journey of resilience, Swank's path to stardom was anything but easy.
Growing up in a trailer in Nebraska, she had a modest upbringing that starkly contrasts with the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. After moving to Los Angeles with her mother to pursue her acting dreams, She famously lived in her car for a period, showcasing her dedication and tenacity. Just imagine the self-talk that fueled her ambition during those challenging times. Embracing a simple lifestyle. You might expect someone with her level of success to indulge in lavish parties or extravagant shopping sprees, but Swank has chosen a lifestyle that's refreshingly down to earth. Instead, she enjoys simple pleasures, like hiking and cooking, and is often spotted at local grocery stores, proving that she's just like us, albeit with a few more Oscars and a commitment to intense physical training. Legendary dedication. To her craft, Swank's dedication to her roles is legendary. For her role in $1 Million Baby, she underwent a remarkable transformation, gaining 19 pounds of muscle and training rigorously like a true warrior. Imagine consuming 210 grams of protein a day. That's a lot of chicken breasts. Her commitment to authenticity in her performances has made her a standout talent in the industry. Values that matter. Despite her wealth and accolades, Swank remains grounded and often emphasizes the importance of family and personal connections over material possessions. In interviews, she humorously acknowledges the absurdity of fame, saying, "I'm just a girl from Nebraska who got lucky." Her humility and charm shine through, making her not just a talented actress, but also someone you'd love to sit down with over coffee to share life lessons and perhaps swap protein shake recipes. Conclusion: Hilary Swank's story is one of resilience, dedication, and authenticity, proving that success doesn't have to change who you are at your core. She reminds us all that no matter how high we rise, staying connected to our roots and values is what truly matters. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.